all three of us, the thing we have in common is that we all did our undergraduate degrees here at NIP, working in Maddie's Neuroscience Research Unit. So I graduated in 1992. Preston, you graduated in
2001.
2001, and Trudy
2004.
2004. So there's 12. There's a 12-year span between the three of us. We all went off to different places. So one of the questions that I was researching when I left here was how the brain changes after a stroke. And one of the ways to do that is by measuring which parts of the brain are controlling motor function and which parts aren't. To do that, I had to learn a new technique. So I went to a place in Kansas City and learned this technique that had been used years ago but hadn't really been used for anything since. Learned how to do it and applied it to stroke research to show that some parts of the brain are involved, some parts aren't. Preston then came to my laboratory to do his master's thesis, and he used the technique
to study how brain injury during development changes the course of motor map reorganization from experience. So I first became interested in the technique at the big Society for Neuroscience conferences, and people would tell me, oh, there's these cool posters you have to go see, great research, and they turned out to be Jeff's posters on reorganization of motor maps from REACH training. And it was a phenomenal result, very interesting, and I saw it as a great avenue to study motor impairments, especially during development. So I was co-supervised. Jeff was a junior faculty member at the time, and just to be safe, we were under co-supervision with Brian Kolb at the University of Lethbridge. And together we melded the development issues with the motor map issues and the technique. And then Trudy contacted me.
And, well, I'm working on stroke as well and using growth factors to help facilitate recovery. And I thought, wow, I think that these rats are probably going to show increased plasticity and cortical reorganization, and the way to look at that is through intracortical microstimulation. And I thought, well, I know that Jeff does it, and he's gone, but Preston's there, and he knows how to do it, so maybe he'll come and help me set it up and show me how to do it. So he came down to Calgary from Lethbridge and helped me set up the technique, and now I'm using it.
Well, we certainly wouldn't have had as much success because Maddie doesn't have graduate students. So all the undergrads are treated like graduate students from the day they arrive. By the time they're done their undergraduate degree, they're operating at the level of a second or third year graduate student. So when they get to graduate school, it's not much of a shock to start doing research because you were doing it already.